This is the last organ that we are going to be learning about together in our study of the human body. Before we talk about this organ, which I think you all know what it is now, the last one on your picture like this, I want us to remember Psalm 139 verse 14. I will praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Marvelous are your works, and that my soul knows very well. I have a picture here of what your brain looks like on the inside. As you can tell by now, our bodies are very complicated. What keeps everything running smoothly? What gives the orders? Your brain does. That blob of gray jelly inside your head is the big boss. Its thinking power is awesome. No computer in the world comes close to it. Because of your brain, you can count and spell, and you can solve problems like how to win games or fix a broken toy. Your brain has a memory. You can remember what you ate for breakfast this morning. Maybe you can remember what you did on your last birthday. Your brain can even picture things that are not in front of you. Let's try it right now. Let's all close our eyes and see if you can see yourself climbing a tree. Can you picture that in your mind? Your brain helps you do that. Your brain also tells you what is going on all around you. It works with your eyes, ears, nose, and mouth to tell you what you see, hear, smell, and taste. Your brain works with your skin to tell you if you are touching something soft or hard, something hot or something cold. Here's another little drawing of the brain. No one really understands the brain completely, but we do know something about how it works. The brain is connected to nerves that go throughout your whole body. These nerves send messages back and forth to the brain. Millions of messages travel to your brain along a path called your spinal cord. The spinal cord runs down the middle of your back. It works something like a telephone wire, sending messages in split seconds. And you know, if you feel along your back, you can feel that spine, the bones, and your spinal cord is right in there. And that's what carries the messages to your brain so that you can do what you need to do. While you've been reading this book, millions of messages have been racing up and down your spinal cord. If somebody read this book to you, like Mrs. Pettit, your ears picked up sound messages and sent them to your brain. Your brain told you what the words meant. Your eyes saw the pictures, and your brain told you what the shapes were. Your busy brain is always awake, even when you're asleep. It keeps you from falling off the bed. It keeps your heart beating and your lungs breathing. It sends you dreams. And when you've had enough rest, your brain wakes up. And here it just shows a whole inside of the body with the big boss on top. So it says from top to bottom, head to toe, your body is always working for you. It's like your best friend. So give your body a hug. So your brain is kind of mushy, it says. I have this little, I'll move this a minute. I have a little model of a brain right here. Look at that. Yours is a little bigger than that. This is just a model. It's smaller and it's squishy. See, I can kind of squish it. What protects your brain in your head? Your skull does, right? You have skull bones that go around your brain and keep it from getting squished if you bonk your head. Now, on page 10 of your body booklet, you have a picture of a brain. And I would like you to color that green. Color your brain green. And then when you finish, you may color the brain on page 5 also. That last organ up at the top there, your brain. I'm wondering, have you ever heard the church called the body of Christ? The church is called the body of Christ. And the Bible tells us that some people are like hands in the church. They do things. Some people are like feet in the church. Some people are like the eyes in the church. We all have a different role to play. We all have different jobs. If the church is the body, do you know what the head of the church is? Do you know who the head of the church is? The Bible tells us that Jesus is the head of his church. He's like the brain. And the body of the church wouldn't be able to work at all if Jesus wasn't the big boss on top. So, what if the eye said, the eye is the most important thing. We don't need hands. We don't need feet. We don't need ears. Would that make sense? What if the whole body was made up of eyes? Could you hear then? Could you touch things and help people with your hands? Could you walk and move? No. The whole body can't be an eye. The eye is part of the body, and it has an important job to help the body see. But the ears have a job too. They have to hear things. And the hands have a job. And the feet. Jesus says everybody that's part of my body has an important job to do. And we all work together, but you have to listen to Jesus because he is the head of the church. He is the big boss on top. So when we study the body, we learn how God made us, but we also learn different things about the church and about who Jesus is. It's all connected, and it's so important to remember. So when we learn about the brain, we can be reminded that Jesus Christ is the big boss on top of his church. Okay, we finished coloring, and now we have our last little organ puppet that we made, and it's our brain. You may color this green too. And the little song that goes with this is on the back here. It says, let me get it a little bigger. It says, brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Gives my body instructions. Move, feel, think and learn. Move, feel, think and learn. Move, feel, think and learn. God made my brain amazing. How about that? So that is our big boss on top, our brain. Let's sing it together once more. Are you ready? Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Gives my body instructions. Move, feel, think and learn. move, feel, think, and learn. Move, feel, think, and learn. God made my brain amazing. That's a pretty easy song because you repeat a lot of things over and over, don't you? And if you want to point to your brain while you're singing, brain, brain, to remind you where it is, you can do that. So now we have to get out our little mannequin guy, and on one side here of his head, you see his face. And then on the other side, it shows, not very clearly, but you can see his brain right in here. And this would be the skull that protects it. So the brain is an important part, and it's in the top, and it's gushy like jelly, and it's got folds in it. Okay, you can see if I hold this up a little closer, our brain has all little folds in it. Okay, so remember that you are fearfully and wonderfully made. And we're going to close by singing all of our songs together. All right, we're going to start with a heart. Here we go. Pump, 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 pump. The heart is like a pump. The heart is like a pump. Pumping blood through all of me. The heart is like a pump, 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 pump. Then our lungs. Breathe, breathe, breathe it in. Fill your lungs with air. In and out, in and out. What a helpful pair. Down your esophagus, from your mouth, then into your stomach, where your stomach acids make it mush, make it mush. Now your intestines do their work. They don't shirk. First into the small one, then into the large one. Digestion's done. Wasn't that fun? Oh my liver, oh my liver, oh my liver sorts my blood. Stores the vitamins, removes the toxins. Oh, my liver sorts my blood. And then we have brain. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Brain, brain, brain in my skull. Gives my body instructions. Move, feel, think, and learn. Move, feel, think and learn, move, feel, think and learn. God made my brain amazing. I hope you enjoyed all our study of the organs and our bodies. Take good care of that booklet. Maybe we'll do a little review on Monday. I have some cards with pictures and you have to tell me what organ it is, okay? Have a wonderful day.